Have you ever wondered why some connections fizzle out after the spark, while others grow into something deep and enduring? In today's fast-paced dating world, understanding the psychology of lasting attraction can be your secret superpower. Welcome to Relationship Radar, where we unpack the science behind love. Today, we're exploring unlocking lasting attraction, dating psychology secrets. Picture this: you're on a promising first date, butterflies in your stomach, but deep down, you fear it won't last. What if I told you that attraction isn't just chemistry? It's a blend of emotional intelligence, attachment styles, and subtle cues we often overlook. We'll journey through real stories, expert insights, and practical tips to help you build connections that stand the test of time. Stick around as we start with the foundation: what really draws us to someone beyond the initial thrill? Let's dive into the brain science first. Attraction begins in the limbic system, where dopamine floods your system during that exciting first meeting. Think swiping right on Tinder and feeling the rush. But lasting attraction, that's where the prefrontal cortex comes in, processing deeper compatibility. Psychologists like Helen Fisher explain how our brains mirror romantic love with addiction-like highs. Yet for relationships to endure, we need more than highs, we need secure attachment. Coined by John Bowlby, attachment theory reveals 4 styles: secure, anxious, avoidant, and disorganized. If you're anxious, you might crave constant reassurance, while avoidance pull away when things get close. Recognizing your style is key. Imagine Sarah, a 28-year-old marketer who always chased unavailable partners due to her anxious attachment. Once she understood this, her dating life transformed. How about you? What's your attachment style shaping your attractions? Building on attachment, emotional intelligence, or EQ, plays a starring role in sustaining attraction. Daniel Goleman defines EQ as recognizing and managing your emotions and empathizing with others. In dating, high EQ means reading between the lines during conversations, noticing if your date's enthusiasm wanes or their body language screams discomfort. Think about Alex, a 25-year-old engineer who ignored his gut on red flags because the physical spark was intense. Low EQ led to heartbreak. Conversely, those with strong EQ foster vulnerability, sharing fears without judgment. This creates oxytocin bonds, the cuddle hormone that deepens trust. Ever felt that warm glow after a heartfelt talk? That's it. To boost your EQ, practice active listening. Paraphrase what your partner says to show you care. As we move forward, we'll see how these elements interplay in real scenarios, turning fleeting flings into forever potentials. Now, let's address the pitfalls that sabotage lasting attraction. Cognitive biases like confirmation bias make us ignore incompatibilities if we like someone's looks or humor. In the dopamine-driven world of apps, we chase novelty, but research from eHarmony shows shared values predict long-term success more than initial chemistry. Communication breakdowns are huge culprits too. Think passive-aggressive texts instead of honest talks. Remember Mia and Jordan? Their relationship crumbled because unspoken resentments built up, eroding attraction. Psychology warns of the mere exposure effect in reverse. Without positive interactions, familiarity breeds contempt. To counter this, schedule intentional dates that reignite joy, like trying a new hobby together. These small acts release endorphins, reinforcing bonds. As our story unfolds, we'll explore how overcoming these hurdles can lead to profound revelations in your love life. Shifting gears, consider the role of self-awareness in attraction. Carl Rogers' humanistic psychology emphasizes knowing yourself to connect authentically. For 20-somethings juggling careers and social media pressures, self-doubt can mask true desires, leading to mismatched partnerships. Take Lisa, 30, who dated perfect types to impress friends only to feel unfulfilled. Journaling her core values revealed she craved adventure over stability. This insight shifted her attractions toward genuine compatibility. Psychology backs this. Self-discrepancy theory shows the gap between ideal and actual self causes dissatisfaction in relationships. Bridge it by reflecting on past patterns, what excites you beyond surface level. As we build our narrative, imagine applying this to your next date, fostering attraction rooted in reality, not illusion. Friendship as the bedrock of romance is another gem from relationship psychology. John Gottman's research highlights how couples who are best friends report higher satisfaction. Attraction lasts when you enjoy each other's company platonically, sharing laughs, dreams, and quirks. In modern dating, we often skip this for instant passion, but studies show friend-first bonds endure 70% longer. Recall Emily and Tom's story. They met at a book club, bonded over sci-fi novels, and attraction bloomed naturally. No pressure, just pure compatibility. To cultivate this, ask open-ended questions like, what's a memory that shaped you? It reveals character, deepening emotional ties. As tensions rise in our exploration, see how blending friendship with romance can prevent the common fade-out. Vulnerability is the glue for lasting attraction, as per Brené Brown's work on connection. Sharing imperfections invites reciprocity, building trust. Yet in a culture of curated Instagram lives, many fear rejection. Esther Perel's insights remind us that eroticism thrives on mystery and openness. For young adults, this means balancing independence with intimacy. Don't lose yourself in a partner. Practice by sharing a small fear on your next date. Watch the walls come down. Our narrative now intensifies. What if ignoring vulnerability led to a breaking point, only for growth to follow? Stay with us as we approach the heart of transformation. As conflicts arise, resilience becomes crucial for sustaining attraction. Sue Johnson's emotionally focused therapy shows how responding to a partner's bid for connection, a glance, a touch, strengthens bonds. Ignore them and resentment brews. In dating apps' superficial swipes, we forget these micro moments matter. Picture navigating a disagreement. Instead of defensiveness, use "I feel" statements to express needs. This de-escalates, reigniting empathy. Our story's rising action peaks here. What happens when a couple faces their biggest challenge yet? Setting boundaries protects attraction from burnout. Psychology of boundaries per Nedra Glover-Tawwab prevents codependency, allowing space for individual growth, which actually heightens desire. For busy millennials, this means honoring work-life balance in relationships. Communicate early. I need alone time to recharge. It shows self-respect, attracting mature partners. As we delve deeper, prepare for the climax where these principles collide in a real-life turnaround. Here's the climax. Meet Rachel, 27, whose anxious attachment led to a toxic cycle of clingy relationships. After a painful split, therapy revealed her patterns. Applying EQ, she focused on self-love, setting boundaries in her next connection with Mike. What started as friendship evolved into mutual vulnerability. Their attraction deepened because it was built on security, not fear. This revelation, lasting love requires inner work first. Psychology confirms secure individuals attract security. If you're nodding, no change is possible. From Rachel's story, key strategies emerge. Assess your attachment style with online quizzes, practice EQ through mindful conversations, prioritize friendship and romance, embrace vulnerability daily, and enforce boundaries kindly. These aren't quick fixes, but pathways to authentic attraction. Science from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology supports that intentional effort yields 40% stronger bonds. As our journey winds down, reflect. How can you apply one tip today to invite lasting love? We've unlocked the psychology of lasting attraction, from brain sparks to emotional depths. Remember, you're worthy of connections that nourish your soul. Start small, journal your patterns, listen actively, and choose growth over games. Thanks for joining us on Relationship Radar. If this resonated, subscribe, and share your attraction stories in the comments. What's one secret you'll try? Hit that bell for more dating wisdom. Until next time, keep radiating authentic love. You've got this.